Hello, everybody. How to stop emotional eating or stress eating. That's what this video is all about. I'm Becky Longacre. I'm your Nurse Gone health coach, and I welcome you here today. If you are coming back, thanks for joining me again. If you're new, welcome to my page. I help high performers lose weight and heal pain in their body through exclusive health coaching. And this video represents a commitment on my part to give you guys weekly health and wellness information for the remainder of 2024. I'm also on Facebook, and I do a live workshop. Whatever video that I'm doing on YouTube, I do a live workshop on Facebook having to do with that topic. So, I have my little note cards here. So the reason why I'm doing this topic is because until we resolve that we're emotional overeaters, some of us will not be successful in losing weight. That's the truth. Many people have a hard time, admitting that they use food to cope. And I want to just talk openly about it, for one, so that you know that you're not alone. I'm going to be talking in this video about how very much so you are not alone. I used to struggle with emotional overeating on a daily basis. So if you can identify with that, if you can identify the problem, then you can actually have a solution and actually meet your weight loss goals. So another thing that I want to do is ask people to give me topics in terms of ideas for health and wellness, because I am going to be doing a video once per week. So I ask that you give me topics to cover so that I can serve you. I just talk about personal experience, so it's not just an academic reflection or coming from like a research perspective about emotional overeating. I'm sharing with you not only from the perspective of a nurse and a health coach, but also someone who has gone through it. And in my experience, when I've talked with someone that's actually had victory over the problem that I was struggling with, that was worth a lot to me. So that's why I share that with you. So ways that you know that you're an emotional overeater is you tend to get hangry every day. So this tends to represent large fluctuations in blood sugar, and you are probably ingesting a lot of simple carbohydrates like sugar. When you get hungry, you tend to reach for either a sweetened baked good or soda or juice. This spikes your blood sugar. You have a little bit of a reward system put in place. You have a shower of dopamine in your brain that gives you a reward that you just had something sweet or you just ate something. And you're okay for a while until your blood sugar drops again and you have a craving to eat again. So, number 2, you tend to reward yourself at the end of a hard day with food. So you tend to binge eat or go out to dinner or, use food as your reward system. So again, it's coming down to the dopamine shower reward system that you are perhaps overusing, and you are eliminating other rewards that you can give yourself as opposed to eating. And that's why you're overeating. So I struggled with that myself. You've tried many times to lose weight, and you've either lost weight precipitously because it's hard for you to stick with it in terms of the long haul. So you've either lost weight very fast, or you've had a hard time achieving your ideal weight. Weight perhaps has been fluctuating widely. That's a sign of someone that perhaps struggles with emotional overeating. Perhaps you've had an external intervention, such as bariatric intervention, so a gastric sleeve or gastric bypass surgery, or maybe your doctor has prescribed you Ozempic to lose weight very fast. The key to identifying if you're an emotional overeater is the weight is coming back. That's the key. So that is significant for maybe you need to do some deeper work for sustainable health change. And that's when a health coach is helpful to get on board. So I want to reiterate, and I'll reiterate probably a lot of times during this video, that you're very much not alone. A lot of people struggle with this, whether or not they want to, quote, admit it or come to terms with it. So that you don't feel alone, I'm going to talk a little bit about my personal story. So I used to be a daily emotional eater. I was a critical care nurse, and although I loved working as a critical care nurse, it was a high-stress job, as you might imagine. Working with life and death on a daily basis can be rather stressful. So during my 12 to 14-hour shifts in the hospital, I didn't think too much about food and my health. I thought about how to help patients and their families. I was chronically dehydrated because I felt that I didn't have the time to drink water and that I didn't have time to go to the bathroom and go pee. While I was working, I was 100% engaged in helping my patients and their families. But when I got home at night, I remember feeling irritable and stressed. I would eat to reward myself after a hard day's work, and I would eat to push away difficult feelings of vulnerability, feelings of self-doubt. Instead of picking up the phone and talking with someone, I stuffed my feelings. I was on a straight line path towards becoming obese. My BMI was 28. I was 165 pounds and probably more than that, but I was afraid of the scale. And so I wouldn't weigh myself for a while. But obese is a BMI, body mass index, of 30 or greater. So my BMI was 28. Unfortunately, a lot of my colleagues were in the same boat. We were afraid at times to be vulnerable with each other. We pressed ourselves to always be strong, to do our duty. Finally, one of my turning points was when my excessive weight started causing back pain and spasms. I knew as a nurse, I had to lose weight to relieve my spine of all the pressure of the extra baggage. So I started dealing with my feelings, even the hard feelings, even the vulnerable feelings, even the scary feelings. Because I knew I was going to become obese and get diabetes like my mother had before me if I didn't turn things around. My mother, since she's been diagnosed with diabetes, has done a fantastic job in terms of managing it with diet and exercise, by the way. But she had to get to her turning point. I knew that if I didn't lose weight, my back pain would not resolve, no matter how much physical therapy I did. So how many of you have been prescribed physical therapy by your doctor? How many of you have been told that you might need to have knee replacement surgery or hip replacement surgery that maybe you wouldn't have to get if you didn't have the excessive weight pressing on your joints all the time? But that's my personal story. I know that there are many, many people that can identify with overeating on an emotional level. So now you know that you're not alone. I want to stress this. You're not alone. A lot of people have this problem. Now I'm going to give you some tools to deal with life so that you resolve the emotional overeating, so that you can change your behavior, so that you actually lose weight, you're more fulfilled, you're living a happier life. Step 1, identify your feelings. This might seem obvious, but when you observe the people around you, there's quite a lot of people that don't want to deal with uncomfortable feelings. So just take this one step today. I challenge you. When you're automatically going to the fridge, in the cupboard, just become aware, how are you feeling? When you automatically go to the fridge, you're reaching for the ice cream, or you're going to the cupboard, you're reaching for Oreos or whatever it is, just become aware of how you're feeling. Are you feeling irritable? Are you feeling stressed? Are you feeling vulnerable? Are you even feeling shame? So I will be eternally grateful to Brene Brown for talking openly about shame, because the sooner we all acknowledge that we all have shame, it's no big deal. It helps you move past shame so that you can solve problems in your life. So my challenge to you is, instead of acting immediately on the feeling by eating, just set the timer and delay it for 5 minutes. Allow yourself to feel these very uncomfortable feelings. Send yourself love and compassion. Allow your feelings to come up. Tip number 2 is discuss your feelings with a trusted friend or family member. If you don't have many of these types of people in your life, it's time to hire a health coach. Get a health coach on board. Step 3, drink water or some other 0-calorie drink that replaces the hand-to-mouth action that food gives you without giving you diabetes. Step 4, distract yourself. If you're becoming aware of your feelings and your feelings are too difficult to handle, then do something different other than eating that's distracting to you. Do something that's good for you. Take a hot bath, do a craft, get a massage, go for a walk, chew some gum, or some other activity that you find enjoyable that will give you a little bit of a dopamine hit in a different way other than eating. The 5th step is to deep breathe. So sit again, become aware of your body in time and space. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Just become aware of your body in time and space. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. This will help to settle your nervous system down so that you're less likely to overeat. And again, send your body, send yourself love and compassion. So the 5 steps that I just talked about are called the 5 Ds. Delay the behavior. Discuss your feelings as opposed to engaging in the behavior. Distract yourself so that you're doing something other than the behavior. Drink water and deep breathe. These are actually used to coach people through quitting smoking, vaping, or nicotine, and they've been shown to be effective with behavioral change. So that's it for today. 5 tips to help stop emotional overeating. If you want more videos like this, subscribe to my channel. You can also visit me on Facebook, Health Transformers Fame. Or if you're ready to jump and take the leap towards getting some one-on-one exclusive health coaching, you can reach out to me and I'll include the link below to my website, where you can give me 3 dates and times that work for you. We start by having you identify if you're ready to make a change in your life. Then we move forward with a consultation call. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. Comment below and let me know what your takeaways have been and how this has helped you. See you next time.